Welcome back everybody to another Final Fantasy Standard video, and today I'm going to be showcasing you a deck that has been popping up a lot on Magic the Gathering Online and actually won a recent Standard challenge, believe it or not. So maybe there's some links to this deck, and it showcases a lot of different Final Fantasy cards in some ways that we maybe haven't seen them before. But before we get into today's video, I want to shout out our sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com. If you guys need some singles, sleeves, sealed product, and you want to get 5% off your next order, be sure to head over to CoolStuffInc.com, use promo code DOOM at checkout for 5% off your next order, and get this exclusive Rhino token while supplies last. Cool Stuff Inc. They got cool stuff, and they got it in stock. And with that out of the way, let us get started with Mono Green Landfall. So Final Fantasy has brought us quite a few new tools for this archetype, and as I mentioned, this deck has been really seeing the rounds on Magic Online, and I've been encountering it quite a bit on MTG Arena as well, and for good reason. I think this deck has a lot of explosiveness, and with the banning of Heartfire Hero, there's not really any decks that can kill on turn 3 in Standard, and this is one of them. So let's talk about kind of the idea behind this deck, as it were, is what I was trying to say. It is, as the name suggests, a mono green deck that utilizes the landfall mechanic. So, because in Standard we don't have access to good fetch lands like Wooded Foothills or anything like that, so we have to get a little bit creative with ways to get multiple lands into play at the same time. So Fabled Passage, Escape Tunnel, which puts it onto the battlefield tapped. Fabled Passage lets you sacrifice and get a basic, but it untaps it if you have 4 or more lands. And then Promising Vein is a little bit of a weird one. This one is taps for a colorless, and then you can pay 1 tap, sack it to search for a basic, put it onto the battlefield tapped. The reason I'm choosing to play this instead of like more copies of Escape Tunnel or Terramorphic Expanse, which is effectively the same card, is unlike these ones, Fabled Passage and Escape Tunnel, this one can actually make mana early on. So it's not like you're missing your land drop early on and then you can get the landfall later in the game. And we're utilizing these ways to get extra lands into play to pump our creatures. So Tifa, very powerful card from Final Fantasy. It's a 1/2 trample, and very simply, whenever you play a land, you double her power. We have Sazh's Chocobo, 0/1 for 1, and then whenever you play a land, you put a counter on it. And then last but certainly not, well, a couple more actually, Bristly Bill, 2 mana 2/2 from OTJ, landfall, whenever a land enters, you put a counter on a creature, and then you can pay 5 to double the number of counters on each creature you control. That ability does come up from time to time. Sometimes you have some extra mana floating around and you need something to do with it. And then really the real powerhouse of the deck here is Mossborn Hydra. This is a 3 mana 1/1 trample, enters with 1 counter on it. But wait, there's more. Landfall, whenever a land enters, you double the number of counters on it. Now, more specifically, unlike Tifa, you're doubling the number of counters on Mossborn Hydra, not just doubling its power. Which means that if you have ways to put other ways to put counters on it, as I mentioned, Bristly Bill, what you can actually do, and Tifa is a similar way, where if you have a Tifa or a Mossborn Hydra alongside a Bill, right, and you play your land for turn, you can actually stack the triggers to resolve the Bill, right, resolve the Bill first, which will put a counter on your creature, and then resolve the other ability. So in the case of Tifa, you'll get the counter and then double her power, and in the case of Hydra, you'll get the counter and then double the number of counters on it. So that really gives you some interesting sequencing decisions in terms of, there's also some weird spots where, like, say you have a Hydra and a Bill and you play a fetch land, right? You play a fetch land, you get 2 triggers, the Hydra and the Bill, you resolve the Bill, and then still with the Hydra double trigger on the stack, you can use the fetch land, go get a land, and then you get 2 more triggers, resolve the Hydra first, resolve the Bill first, and now you have 2 instances of the Hydra double after you've added the 2 counters from Bill. So you can really see how this deck has a ton of explosiveness. So a lot of the lists online are playing 4 copies of Springbloom Druid, which is a 3 mana 1/1 that says when it enters, you can sack a land and search for 2 basics. I actually prefer Ordeal of Nylea to the Springbloom Druid. So this one is maybe a little bit harder to utilize because you do need to have the counters on it. It's a 2-mana aura, and whenever enchanted creature attacks, you put a counter on it. Then, if it has 3 or more counters, you sack the aura to get 2 basic lands. So, if you have like something like Bill or Sazh's Chocobo, you can use these cards to put additional counters on your creatures, and then that will allow you to sacrifice the Ordeal a little bit faster. And then it also works perfectly with Mossborn Hydra, similar idea, where you can attack with the Hydra, get the 3rd counter off Ordeal, get 2 landfall triggers, double the number of counters on it twice. We have Traveling Chocobo, which normally you see in bird-heavy strategies, but it actually works pretty well here because the second ability counts any time you put a land, if a land entering the battlefield would cause an ability to trigger, not just of your birds. So you get double Mossborn Hydra triggers, double Tifa triggers, double Bill triggers, double Chocobo. Basically, every single time you play a land, you're adding somewhere in the ballpark of 5 to 10 power to the battlefield. It gets pretty out of control pretty quickly. We have a little bit of protection because we're a mono green deck, so we're not really that adept at playing removal spells like Go for the Throat and Torch the Tower, so we need ways to protect our creatures. We have a Royal Treatment and 4 copies of Snakeskin Veil, opting to play more Veils because the counter, as we talked about earlier from Veil, does matter a little bit more, so that's kind of why we're playing more Snakeskin Veils than Royal Treatments, and that is pretty much it for the main deck. I forgot to mention Elf, but I mean, it's a green aggro deck, you're going to see 4 elves. And then moving on to the sideboard, I mentioned that green doesn't have a ton of interaction, but there is one that's, I think, pretty good. Hard-hitting Question is a sorcery that basically bites, so your creature deals damage to their creature, theirs doesn't deal damage back. Very good against the small creature decks. Pawpatch Recruit, it's a bit of a weird inclusion, but this card is kind of a pain in the butt for Dimir to deal with. If you can offspring this, especially on turn 2 with a Llanowar Elf, you get 2 bodies. Every time they kill one of your creatures, you get 2 triggers off of both, one of each for the Pawpatches. And specifically with Tifa and Mossborn, the counters add up really quickly. Couple of ways to destroy enchantments like Fungus and Pick Your Poison, and then a couple of Soul Guide Lanterns for those pesky graveyard decks. And that's it. A very, very simple but deadly strategy. And honestly, if you're thinking about playing some standard tournaments upcoming, qualifier weekends, store championships, if those are still happening, would highly recommend checking this one out. That's going to do it for the intro, and I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. These hands leave a little bit to be desired. Are we winning? Well, this is the first match of the day that I've played, and I've mulliganed to a pretty bad 6, so I'm gonna say no. Just gonna go ahead and throw that out there. They're whacking my bush. They're whacking my bush. Alright, please don't kill this. Okay, hold. True. Okay, well, I guess we won. How do you think my Gruul opponent's gonna kill a 16/16 next turn? That was fun. I guess we are winning, huh? Surprise Jund. Well, you know, gets him every time, I guess. Surprise Jund. I repeat, Surprise Jund. I mean, I'm fetching now. You better believe I'm fetching now. Alright, surely they don't have second Terrace under, right? That would never happen. This is when they cast, like, some kind of Wrath. Just some single black rat that I've never heard of before. Alright, there you go. Did not have second Terrace Under, by the way. It immediately says, how are they going to kill my creature? How is my red-green deck going to kill the creature? Immediately plays a black source. Alright, what do we do against Pugnacious Hammerskull Terrace Under? You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think we do anything. Traveling Chocobo. Oh, okay. I was looking at the pre-release version. They're still like 25. Okay, that's pretty expensive. Has Bill gone down yet, or is Bill still expensive? Because I think the last time I checked, the bill was like 35 or 40. All right, I do need to find a threat at some point. 43, dude? Jesus. Okay, I guess that counts as a threat. The Promising Vein. I mean, I got protection. Cactus Folk. Notably not a dinosaur. They've yet to play another dinosaur, by the way. Okay, how big can I make this chocobo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we'll do that. Huge chocobo coming in. Massive, massive chocobo. Oh, I can't count. It's 11. No, it's 10, right? I said 10. Okay, there we go. Would you like to take 10? All right, take 10. That's gonna be a -10 for me. I guess they could have 2 kill spells. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, that's fine. Maybe they'll chump block. I mean, it's fine. You could chump block. I definitely don't have Overprotect in hand. Are they? They're not gonna block with everything, are they? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, -6 is 8. I put them to 1. Okay, this is fine. I don't think it's worth it to put them to 1. I guess it makes the elves lethal next turns. Maybe that's fine. Yeah, that was a clean 10 right there. A clean 10. Eight, 8. 8, 8. Oh, I beat an 8, 8. Give me a land? Not quite. 8, 12, 14. So they have 8, 12, 14 power. I can get to 15 toughness. I think it's still just this. If they only block with, like, Sure Shot, then we're still fine. You just kill them. Have I considered a red splash for Ball Lightning? No, I haven't. Yeah, man, I'm just gonna let it go. Could deal him 6, but... I mean, like, I don't really know how I lose this game if I just hold up my protection spells. 07s for the Chocobo. Chocobo, you will be sorely missed. This is why you load up on your 1-drops, folks. Play around Blot out. Yeah. Mm. Look, eventually they're not going to chump block with their biggest creature and die to Overprotect. Yeah, sure, man. Alright, your turn. Go. This is quite the game that we have going on. Oh, okay. It's +1 Hammer Skull. Yep. Okay, sure. Technically still not dead. Ooh, that might kill him. Come on, man. You gotta stop doing this to me. Alright, you know what? I'm bored. I'm gonna attack with everything. Because this is... Yeah, this is still lethal, right? I think. Maybe I could have done this like a while ago. 13 minus 6 is 7, plus 2 is 9. Alright, figured it out. We figured it out. Easy. Because, like, if you make the card worse, then it just becomes unplayable. And if you make the card, you know, a sorcery, then... Like, I don't really think that that new card is very good. It being a sorcery is just so bad. Sandstep Citadel. Yeah, that is true. We had Bloodchief's Thirst, which is, like, similar-ish. It's not quite the same card, but it's like Fatal Push adjacent. I might go for Elf here. And then we go Tifa with protection. And then try to maybe kill them next turn. Ah. So, Promising Vein. Okay, hold on. So 2, 5, 10, 20. If they don't have Cut Down, they're dead. But if they had Cut Down, they would have died in main phase, so I don't think they have Cut Down. So, do this. Resolve this. Sec this. Easy. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess. Okay, so Sandstep. So they're Abzan with Stormbrood, huh? Abzan with Stormbrood. Clean 20, by the way. A nice clean 20 to the dome. There's no need to fix push, screw creatures. I don't know, man. I mean, Fatal Push is, no pun intended, it is an extremely pushed card in terms of design space. And, like, it was kind of a menace when it was in Standard before. So, like, I understand their desire to make a card that is worse than Fatal Push. I get it. But, because again, like, you know, as I was saying earlier, there's really no way to design these cards where they're, like, almost as good or good enough as a card like Fatal Push in terms of instant speed. And also, like basically, because we have Sorcery Speed Push and Sorcery Speed Bolt. But it's so hard to do these kinds of cards at instant speed and make it so they're not just, like, batshit crazy. That's the hard part, you know? Am I ordealing here? think I'm more dealing, right? It's worth a lot of damage. Oh, wait. I put the counter on the wrong creature. Okay, I was supposed to put the counter here. Okay. Well, ordealing was correct, but putting it on the bill was not correct. That's fine. It's fine. Do this. Counter here. Counter here. Attack. Do this. Just go here, I guess. And I could have had lethal if I did that in the correct order, right? If I put it on the correct creature last turn, I would have had lethal. Because this bill would have been lethal. I mean, they're not going to cast a sweeper this turn. Why would they play a sweeper in their Traveling Chocobo deck, you know? That wouldn't happen. Yeah, playing the passage was also lethal. Look, I may have screwed it up, all right? I may have screwed it up. It's possible. Mistakes were made, all right? Mistakes were made. It's okay. They're still going to die this game. All right, we're just not going to talk about that game. We're just not going to talk about that one. It's fine, you know? I still don't really know what they're doing. They're like Abzan with Traveling Chocobo and Wrath. I'm very confused. Get him, Choco! Get him! Get him, little bird! Are we winning? I'm trying to win. I'm doing the best that I can. Allegedly. Oh, right, it was my Chocobo. That's why I was confused. Okay. Yeah. I was like, why would they play Chocobo in their deck? But it was my Chocobo. That's what happened. I mean, I'm getting in there. Hit for 8, they go to 10. We do die to temporary lockdown, but... I mean... They don't have lockdown, do they? Okay, that's not lockdown mana. Yeah, I was so confused because I thought that was their, Traveling Chocobo for a second. I was like, what the hell? Alright, GG. Playlist kind of hidden today. Blackcleave Cliffs. Interaction in my card game. Alright, I'll play it slow then. We'll play it a little slow. Actually all in? Yeah. I didn't say go all in just to say it. You know, you're supposed to go all in now. Jesus, look at those odds right now. My God. Somebody went all in. Holy shit, those odds. Surely there's some more no voters, right? There's gotta be some more no voters. 5 gifted to throw the match? No, it would it'd cost a lot more than that. The Gecko. I'm pretty sure my opponent's just dead next turn. Okay. I mean, they're popping off. All right, so play William. Hold control. Counter here. Crack Fabled Passage. Counter here. Crack Escape Tunnel. This deck is so gross, man. My god. This deck is so good. Alright, 56, yeah. Would you like to block? You can block if you'd like. Alright, minus 35. Is this the challenge deck? Maybe it should be. we're just mowing people over. Alright, Lizzie's, huh? No, it was turn 4. Turn 4, attack for 56. Unfortunately, you probably could do... I think this deck has turn 3 kills, but... You need, like, turn 1 elf... and some more shit. The Warp Tifa. I was talking about that card earlier, Rachel, but I think it might be a little too expensive. Even 3 mana for the Warp is still, like... It's kind of a lot. Maybe you'd play a couple copies, because it, you know, it still kind of, like, is pretty good with Hydra, and it is good with Chocobo. But you don't want to play a ton, I think, because it is expensive. We can finally sideboard cards. This is the first time that I've actually clicked on cards in my sideboard. Try that. Ding, 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 ding. New offer, 6 gifted. No. I normally say money talks, but, you know. Speaking of gifted subs, by the way, folks, we're still a ways away from the content machine. I'm not good at math. What is that? 20... Is that 78? 78 away from the content machine. I ain't blocking. Have I tried the horse game? What is the horse game? Any trades? Any trades? Weeb shit. I mean, I'm not opposed to weeb shit, you know. It's an actual gacha game. Okay, well, I don't fuck with gacha games, so... Never mind, I'm off it. Miss me with that. Would you consider Arena a gacha game? No attacks, huh? Yeah, alright. Got attack. It's a little sketchy, though. I don't feel very good about this. Maybe we get a block out of them. I wouldn't mind a double block, because we have Overprotect plus Snakeskin. So we can probably get them good if they double. I can't kill them, right? 3, 6, 79, 10. Yeah, I can't threaten lethal here. Yeah, so they just take. Alright. Hold! Hold! I really need to find, like, a Fabled Passage. Okay, I don't like that. Yep. Oh, Bo, please chill. Oh, fuck, they can haste that thing. That's bad. Now am I dead? 13, 3, 6, 9, 11. So Chump Block Gecko take 11, right? Okay. Can I kill them? If I end of turn Veil, that's 7, 8, 9, 10. A fetch land would kill them? Any fetches? Does that count? No, it doesn't count, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, no, it does count. That's 14, right? Right? Sack this. Yeah, it's 14. How many people thought I was going to win this game? Oh, boy. That was wild. Their start was really good, too. I'm surprised that I won that game. That was something else. Chocobo's best deck in the format, not close. Animate, enable, animate, size, emoji style. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I mean, as long as you can see it on stream, that's what matters, but I will... It's a lot of 3-drops, man. I'm keeping it, though. I'm keeping it. Okay, that helps. That definitely helps. Oh, that's pretty good, too. Abzan, huh? Mossborn. If they don't kill it, do I have lethal? Okay. Well, we don't need to have that conversation now, do we? It's okay. They're definitely 100% not going to kill the second one. For sure. Fuck off. Fuck you! I mean, it's not pretty, but, I mean, I'm going in there. My hand doesn't do much else. We're going in. I repeat, we are going in. Back for 8. Hold! The emote is still unlisted by 7TV until it's approved, but if I go to 7TV settings and disable hide unlisted emotes, then it should show. Okay, I'll check that out. 9, 10, 13... And I'm not going to complain about drawing that. That was a good draw. Still not lethal. They have Knights of Round. Okay. Yeah. No, they're playing Yuna. They're definitely playing Yuna. I'm sorry, what? Whenever a counter is put on a creature you control, draw a card. So I guess it works with the sagas? Does it work with anything else besides the sagas? Oh, finality counters. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cute. Okay. Okay. I'm with you. Ditch. D-E-D-J. Each opponent sacrifices an enchantment of their choice. It's probably good enough. The hell do I cut here? Maybe I cut this stuff. I think I have maybe too much protection. I mean, they don't have that many removal spells. I can shave like this. Sideboarding is really hard with this deck. I'm gonna go to 2 elves. Because I don't think I'm trying to be as fast against them. Like playing a longer game, drawing the disenchants and things like that. That's kind of my plan here. Do you believe we can draw a threat? I don't know if I believe that. I mean, this is worse, right? Opponent, slow down over there. Slow down. Slow down. Summon Fenrir. Don't do it. Don't do it. Whatever you're thinking about. Oh, that's fine. So fetch land is 16. Should I just deal them 16? All right, I'm just going to do this. Probably just save the fetch land. And then try to draw another fetch land next turn. Oh, come on. Alright, well, new plan. New plan. Split up is kind of cringe. No, I can't protect the Hydra. Yeah. I know. Very unfortunate. Man. True. What do you have in your graveyard? I maybe have to cycle this. We need to find a threat. Okay, that's a threat. We're still alive. They need 2 kill spells here. Hold! I don't give a shit about that. Alright, fetch land. It's not exactly a fetch land. I think what I have to do is go Veil, main phase, before fetching, and then hold up the other Veil. Heal them 4. And then hold up the other Veil. And then hopefully draw a fetch land next turn. I mean, that's fine. I think fetch still kills them, right? Because we can go... Yeah, fetch should still kill them. Fetch. Trying to think if it's worth using the Veil. I have to use the Veil, right? Because if I don't use the Veil, they can just kill the Hydra. Okay. This should still be fine, though. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I mean, any fetch land kills them. I don't think that's enough. So... Yeah, land gets me to 20. Overprotect is 23 power. 23. How much toughness did they have? 6, 11. I mean, they have 20 toughness. Like, it's not even close to enough, right? If I make them sack 2 enchantments, they just sack the Haunt Woods and the Baelmerk. They still have 20 million toughness. I mean, I guess maybe what I can do is make them block with everything, and then... Okay, so this is 6, 7, 8, 9. They are not blocking with the Yuna. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 15 toughness, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 23 minus 15 is 8. Yeah, I still die, though, because they get to keep the summon. Damn. Yeah, I just needed a fetch lane at basically any point this game, and I would have killed them. Unfortunate. I mean, I'm on the draw. Let's try this hand. Oh, mirror match. Oh. Okay. That's awkward, isn't it? I think I'm supposed to play the tunnel first, right? Because I want to play this on 3 guaranteed. It's a little weird, but... Yeah, I'm going to try to hit up 2 store champs this weekend. I think I'm going to play Delirium. At least in the first one. And then if it doesn't go well, maybe I'll play Golgari in the next one. Mostly because, for some reason, I thought I bought Wastewood Verges a long time ago, but apparently I just don't have Verges. So, if I can try to, like, you know, if I can pick up the green-black Verges, maybe I'll try to play Golgari, but I just don't own them, and I thought I bought them. Because I know I bought some of the Verges that came out in Aether Drift, but apparently that's one of the ones I didn't buy. Well... Okay, new plan. New plan. New plan, new plan, new plan, new plan. Might as well attack, right? Try to kill them next turn. Which we should be able to easily do, unless we die this turn, of course. I mean, look, if they don't kill me, I'm going to kill them. Somebody's going to die in the next turn cycle. Okay, so they have land, sorcery, instant. If they have exactly Seed of Hope plus Violent Urge... No, Seed of Hope, Violent Urge is only 13. Because Seed of Hope, Delirium, Double Strike the Wildfire, that's 10 plus 3 is 13. So I think I can take this. Am I a fan of the Prodigy? I don't know if I've ever listened to the Prodigy. Yes, I'm on the verge of the Golgari deck, yes. You could say that. Alright, this should be game, right? So... Escape Tunnel. Hold control. Sack this. Counter. How much is it? Just 76, no big deal. Just minus 63. A flesh wound, some would say. I know, I could have Snakeskin Veil for what? I guess it would have been 6 more damage, because it would have been +1, and then it would have been doubling every time. Maybe it was 8 more damage. Is 76 enough? Unclear. It's definitely not the biggest Tifa that I've had. I'll tell you that. I didn't even sideboard the last time that I played this matchup, but I guess Lantern is okay as like play a couple copies. Not a ton, but you don't want to over sideboard with a deck like this. It's like it's very hard to obtain specific numbers with a deck like this. Because, I mean, you just deal too much damage, you know? This hand is weird. I'm gonna keep it, but it's kind of weird. I'm just gonna run the Lantern out there now. Feels bad, but I want to spend my mana the next couple turns. This might be a turn 3 Tifa kind of angle. Yeah, that is true. It's also contingent on them not blocking. Like, I can get to minus 69, but then what if they have a blocker, right? Because then they can mess it up. They wouldn't do that, though, for the content, right? Well, no, because if they're at an odd life total, then you can get to minus 69. It's interesting. I think I'm just not on this Tifa. Gotta ignore the Chocobo. And then I think we can kill them if we draw Ordeal. Yeah, I believe Ordeal should be a kill. Yeah, that is true too. You can get to a spot where, like, say you double it to 68 and then put a counter on it to get to 69. So you could do it. Taking it. They have Violent Urge, we can sack the Lantern. Take. I'm not feeling great about this game, though. They have Torch as well. Okay. That might do it, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20. Oh, man. This deck is nice. Alright. Well, you know. I mean, I didn't do anything for 5 turns and then killed them, so... Oh my god. They're gonna go to 1? Oh no. Well, I guess I should have played the Chocobo first. That is something I had not considered. Okay, true. True. Go to combat's fine. I have a response. Question is, do we chump block to play around Urge? I think we do. We die to Urge plus Kill Spell. Okay. Well, I mean, I got a block. Now what? Curator to chump block, but they're just dead to a land? Okay. So they're just dead to a land? You've triggered my trap card. Yeah, true. True. Boop. It's a good thing they had to take a damage to play that Seed of Hope, huh? Because otherwise we probably would have lost that game. Can I get a loan of 10k channel points? Nah, I'm sorry. The bank is closed today. Unfortunately, the bank is closed today. Ah! Interaction in my card game? I would never. I would never. It's kind of fucked up. Dude, fuck off. Can you not do that? Is somebody else going to vote no to change the 3%? Can we get some more no voters, please? What are the odds that my mono black opponent has another kill spell in their hand? Basically 0%, right? I feel like this is maybe a bad matchup. Beginning to think that. Yep. 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 Sure. Funny enough, we can still win this game. Gotta draw a fetch land next turn. Fetch, 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 fetch. Fuck, man. 2, 3, 6. I think we're dead. Because if I 4 fetch land next turn, 5. Well, fetch land next turn still would be 20. All right, your turn. Hold. I mean, they don't have a kill spell in their hand, right? Okay, I'm dead. This has to be the worst matchup in the entire format. All right, Pawpatch, you're gonna have to do a lot of work this time, buddy. I require your assistance. I'm gonna cut like the all-in cards. Because we definitely have to play a much longer game against them. Be like a little bit more like pick our spots where we can go for shit, you know? Try this. I mean, I can work with this. This is not terrible. It's not fantastic, but... Whoa. Rare no-kill spell, huh? I mean, I'm pretty happy to see that. I do like that. So... just take it slow. Just go attack, play elf. Don't crack the fetch this turn. I know you got something over there. I'm gonna do this. Because that makes them spend extra mana on a future turn. Yep. Yep. It's not a land. That is not a land. Honestly, it might just be time to do this. And then hold up the veil. It's bad if they have an Archfiend. They don't have an Archfiend this turn, right? Shit, I can't beat that either. Fuck. How the hell do I beat a 2/4? How fuck do I beat a 2/4 Death Touch? I think the answer is I don't. Just like do this and pass, I guess. They're just not gonna attack though, is the issue. Okay, I'm shocked to see that. Carsey Revenant. Can you stop playing blockers? This matchup is so bad. Not even a land this turn is kind of brutal. Land would have allowed me to at least activate Bill. Attack, I guess. Yeah. Do this, and just Rage. Cross our fingers. Okay, yeah. It's not looking good. I'm gonna be honest with you, it is not looking great. No matter what, I can't really attack. Guess I can attack with this. Your turn. Your turn. Okay. Counter here. Ah! Trying to cast my spell, man. Aha! You've triggered my trap card. Don't think it's going to be good enough, though. Yeah, that didn't seem like a winnable matchup. I'm going to be honest with you. Going second? I mean, it's not a pretty hand, but I mean, we gotta do it. GG's. First blue-red opponent in a while. I think we get a jam. Yeah, I think we have to jam. Do we? Yeah, we have to jam. Although if this Tifa dies, I think I have to wait a turn on the Hydra. Bend a stock up. That's concerning. think we should have time to wait on the Hydra. I guess I was supposed to play the Promising Vein this turn. Yeah. Because then I could go, if I miss on land, Hydra, play Forest from hand, hold up Veil. Because now I have to play the land first. I'll just hit a land off Chocobo, it'll be fine. Or not. Well, shit. That's so bad. Yeah, I mean, I gotta do it, right? It is really awkward, but I gotta do it. Yeah, that was my bad. Small oopsie. I'm not used to playing with this. I forget that it can tap for mana. I mean, that's kind of the point of playing this, right? It's a fetch land that you can tap for mana early. Yeah, not a Mossborn Chocobo. Noted. Noted. Yeah, it's only 3 counters. You know, what could it cost? No shot that's resolving. Alright, give me a fetch land. Fetch, 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 fetch. Fetch, 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 fetch! Get another look at it. Fetch me. Fetch, please. Dude, come on. Okay, I'm at 10. What are the odds they can kill me with Planisphere next turn? I could just chump block with the Chocobo. Yeah, alright, I'll just do this. I gotta attack. Attack all angle? No, I may have to chump block with the Chocobo. And, like, I don't need the 3 damage to kill them, because this is going to be lethal next turn anyways. Or the Hydra's going to be lethal. With double Overprotect. Like, there's no way this is not lethal next turn. I also could just have... Well, I guess if I lose the Chocobo, I can't hit a land off of it. So, yeah, I guess that is a good point. I may have to protect the Chocobo this turn. Okay. We died to double kill spell, right? Yeah, we died a double kill spell. Maybe I should have held back the Hydra. Because that one, at least that one they can't torch. Hold, please. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. No, because, I guess you're right. Double kill spell is 1 off. 6, 7, 8, 9. They didn't attack. Wow. Well, I mean, that's huge. They have Floodmaw. Floodmaw. That's a 128 power Hydra. Didn't even have the Floodmaw. Okay, blue, red. Blue, red. What is good against UR? UURA. UURA. I don't know. Is any of this good against them? Like, Lantern kind of is good against Cauldron. Pick Your Poison can be good sometimes against Cauldron. Pawpatch could be okay because they have a lot of interaction. Like, you could make an argument for any of these cards, honestly. Just don't know how much I actually want to cut. We probably don't need the go fast stuff. So maybe cut these. Keep in the Druid. I'll just try the pick your poisons. Absolutely not. Is that English? You have to remember that I am a streamer, and therefore I don't really know anything about anything. Like, I barely know how to play the game and click the buttons. That's as much as you're going to get out of me, though. I can't do much else. This ain't a sketch. Okay. Yeah. They definitely never kill the elf with this hand. For sure. Best deck right now in Standard? You're looking at it, buddy. You're looking at greatness. At any cost. Do you believe me? Lanny Sphere. Honestly? I think this. This is the high roll play. I feel like if they had Torch, they might have torched the elf last turn. So I'm going to put them on no torch. Yeah. Well, it wasn't torch, so I guess I was right. I did say they didn't have torch. And I was right about that. They didn't have torch. Built. Old. So I'm saying Dimir. Not saying Dimir. Honestly, the best deck is probably just Izzet. Which is kind of funny, huh? After all this time. Izzet got, what, like 2 cards banned from it, still the best deck by far. Izzet is never going to be bad. Just, like, the Izzet cards are just too good. Vivi specifically is obviously a messed up card. It's not a land. It's not a land. Would you be better off having more interaction than Bill? Interaction in mono green? Thought about Breakout. This is a mono green deck. I don't think you can make the mana work for Breakout, because you just have too many, like, green cards that you have to cast early. It just doesn't really work out that well, I don't think. Yeah, we looked at spoilers today. You're feeling down today. Can I cheer you up? I don't know any jokes. What if I just, like, scream D's nuts? Would that cheer you up? That's all I really got. That's all I know how to do. I don't really have much else for you. Okay. That... something. It's not a lot, but it's something. Only one way to find out, though. These nuts. That was horrible. Why did I do that? It's 16. Thought you said scream it. Yeah, that was me screaming it. I mean, I said it loud. Did you not hear it? Stoka. Wow, my depression is cured. Thank you. I'm here all day, you know. And by all day, I mean for another 2 hours, but close enough to all day. You have concerns about this board? It's fine. There's nothing to worry about here. Everything is fine. All right? Just trust me, I'm a professional. Everything is fine. Do not fear. We are absolutely fine. Okay, perhaps we are less fine. Alright, game 3. Game 3. Would be greatly appreciated. We're getting there. We're getting there. The content machine. My body is a machine that creates content. Or something like that. It milled 4 creatures. I mean, that's the dream, right? That's how you draw it up. What are we doing with our lives? I'm not sure. Playing Bill, probably. Bill. Yeah, see, there it is. My body is a machine that turns gifted subs into content. Pure content. Into random encounters. What do you got over there? That's not a kill spell. Opt. Oh. I'm in. We're all in. Gotta hold control here. Alright, here's my 12/12. You better have a bounce spell. Bounce spell or forever hold your peace. That ain't a bounce spell. That's a bottom. Hold. Okay. They didn't find a bounce spell, it seems.